Hi, so glad that you finally found me. My name is Dine Mulefe. I'm a hairstylist, I'm a masterclass trainer, and I basically love teaching about what I do. I have a big passion for teaching, and who's to say I'm not going to be your new YouTube best friend? I've been so conflicted about actually coming back to YouTube. I had a YouTube channel. Well, it's the same one that I've rebranded. Back in 2016, I think I was in first year. I thought I was going to take YouTube seriously, but I don't think back then I would have had the resources I have now. So this is the formal first video on my YouTube channel, excluding the one that I have of the masterclass launch, obviously. I have so much in store for you guys, especially in terms of hair tutorials. And the reason why I wanted to take this to YouTube was because TikTok limits us to 10 minutes. And the types of questions I always get, I realized that I can actually narrate half of the things that I speak about if I had a bigger time frame. So it's the 24th of September. It's actually, it is midnight right now. I actually bought a camera about a week ago, and I decided, you know what, let me start taking videos, but I hadn't gotten the courage to do it. So I am going to be prepping for tomorrow. Tomorrow is one of my fully booked days. If you're in the hair industry, you know that September is a month of events through and through, come rain or sunshine. September I'm an event maningi, so I'm fully booked tomorrow, half booked on Saturday. So I guess this is spend the day with me as a fully booked hairstylist. What I'm going to be giving you guys for this is actually a tutorial, just the basic install for now. I'm starting small, step by step. I don't want to just come with the big stuff in one go. It's going to be a dive in on my job, what it entails on a fully booked day, of which my fully booked days are Saturdays. I don't have weekends. I go out on Sundays or during the week. So I'm going to dive in on how my day goes, the frustration that comes with it, deadlines that I miss, possible clients that might be disappointed, possible clients that might be overly satisfied with my service. I want this channel to be a really raw kind of environment where anybody can relate, or anybody who's starting getting into the hair business can relate. I've been selling hair for the past 10 years, and I've been doing installations since 2021, mainly because I was like, "Ugh, I can do this, why not?" But I then realized that my actual joy is doing hair and teaching hair more than it is hair retail. I obviously can't run away from the fact that I have to sell hair because people see my hair and ask me about it all the time. So yeah, recently launched a website also. So best believe I'm going to be showing you guys how to create your own website through Shopify. It's not easy, but I think I would dedicate a video to that. We're going to be talking about branding. We're going to be talking about packaging. We're going to be talking about logistics. There's so many things that if you know me from my TikTok, you would know that I'm always trying to help the girlies, whether it's on live or just on videos, on how to make your entrepreneurship journey much easier, and essentially moving from being self-employed to being an entrepreneur in the hair space. That is my transition at this moment. I recently got an assistant. I'm so happy for myself. I'm getting a PA soon as well, who'll be helping me with my social media and all of those things. But I think I'll do a formal sit down introduction video where I give you guys all the information that you might need. Also, one of the reasons why I really wanted to do this in terms of labeling myself as a South African hairstylist is that when I started doing hair, I'm self-taught. I was on YouTube through and through, but there were limited South African hairstylists that were giving us tips or giving us plugs on where to buy products and giving us like all the really industry secrets, all this industry secrets that we just can't have easy access to, whereas the overseas girlies were giving us. So it took some trial and error to make sure that I find generics of the products that were being used by them here in South Africa. Trust, I've got the supplies now. So I want even the girl that thinks I would never be able to make it selling hair because the market is oversaturated to remember the market is big enough for everybody. So without any further ado, let's get into this video. So I'm basically supposed to be working from my workstation, but it's almost bedtime and I've been on my Mac for most of the evening. So today, basically, since I'm fully booked tomorrow, my only issue is that I have about 15 orders that I need to fulfill. Some of them need to be customized, some of them don't need to be customized. Some of them are arriving in the morning, obviously via cargo. So that's what I'm going to be dealing with today. I use Shopify for my orders, but I still do have a traditional order system where I print out and have the packing slips on paper so that I can see exactly what it is that I need to do. Shopify for me has just made my life so much more easier because number one, there's less communication with clients in terms of, oh, do you have this available? What type of hair is this? How much is it? And all of those questions, or where can I pick it up? If I order today, when will I get it? Everything is on my website. So then if you want to order hair, you can just order hair. If you want to install with hair that you've bought from me, you order hair for pickup. So that's also part of the things that I want to help the girlies with, or well, I'm not going to limit it to girlies, any other individual that is interested in getting into the hair business. So I've actually finalized my orders. I don't have a printer here at home, of which I think I need to because I can then work from home. But since I'm going to have a PA, I think she can take care of that. I have to physically print the waybills, put them in a file so I know what it is that I need to sort out tomorrow. Communicate with my suppliers, local and international. It's okay, I need X, Y, Z. Communicate with the client also. It's okay. If you ordered and it might come in 3 days, I need to just send you an email to let you know that, listen, the order isn't ready. It'll be ready. It will be dispatched after 2 to 3 days. So that's what I was getting into this evening. I think I'll probably get into that properly in another video where I speak about Shopify and the ordering system. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm tired. I have to sleep. I have a full day of filming tomorrow because I'm starting very early in the morning. I think I should be out of here by 6:30. And I'm probably gonna be back here around 7:30 to 8. Finished working and somebody asked me for food. This is the best I can do. Thank God for this air fryer. I actually have never owned an air fryer in my life. This is the first one and I absolutely love it. I used a woody spice chicken rub for this. And then I am going to make a glaze for the wings afterwards. The way my spices are coming together so nicely. Absolutely love them. Got my woody stuff at the top. Yo, guys, I actually bought saffron also. Lana, I'm about to be Dave from Zai said I should make sure I incorporate saffron, put a teeny weeny bit into my food. There you go. Thank you, baby. Friday the 25th of September. I'm fully booked today, so I even took the week off. I'm fully booked I need 40 days on cannabis, and by this I mean my first client is coming at 8 o'clock in the morning, and my last client is at 6 p.m. So my usual working hours are 9 to 4, which is my last client. But it's busy season, and if I can give myself 2 days off, I can start work 2 hours later. I'm almost done with this. And I actually ordered something from Skin Store. I ordered skincare from Skin Store because I was like looking for a large percentage to buy online because I don't like going to the stores. I've been waiting for 8 days. I even had to send them an email and a DM like, hi, can I get a follow up on my order or tracking information? Down to my very last pump over here. So it's supposed to be serum first and then moisturizer and then sunscreen, but we're skipping the serum because we don't have the serum. I need to put some perfume. There's also a serum here that I bought from Skin 1004, influenced by TikTok. It's finished. The pigmentation never went away. But hey, story for another day. At least I bought it myself. Absolutely love the glow that comes with the sunscreen. Look at that. And it's a non-greasy formula. Paired with this moisturizer, amazing. Working with people, Kosiam perfume, balegile. These the cheaper perfumes are my everyday perfumes. The more expensive ones are my going out and weekend perfumes. And it's summer now, so we need to change that scent. Nothing too woody and all of that. This is very nice. Especially because I'm always like in your face. Blah. We are on brand today. I actually need more golf tees than the printed ones. The hot press printed t-shirts, my helper puts the washing machine setting too high. So but at least I don't wear them all the time. These golf tees are my favorites, and I print made them for, but I feel like the next time I want a thicker logo. Gorgeous day to be lounging on my balcony, but I can't because work time. Okay, so now it's time to go. This is my booking app today, 7 to 6. I also give you guys a rundown of each and every appointment and the total cost for the day. So I'm taking you through my day, my first, my second, my third, my fourth client, in between orders. My assistant will be there as well, and I'll show you how we make 5,000 Rand on a good day. So client one, we have, this is our summer brown bob, but I made it for her and didn't get a chance to cut it, so I'm just going to be plucking it lightly. It's customized and then installing it and trimming it. Sometimes it's better to trim hair on somebody's head so that the trim can take the shape of their head, because if I can do it here, this isn't the normal head shape of a human being. Believe me when I say I am very much aware of what is expected me on this channel. So that's why I decided the first installation, I'm going to record it from beginning to end, and I'm going to guide you guys through and through each and every step. I obviously did customize the hair off camera, and then I did the plucking in the morning while the client was on the way. If you guys need a proper in-depth plucking tutorial, please just comment down below and let me know that we should get a proper plucking tutorial. But I'm just going to go right into the installation, right? My glue lasts quite a while, okay? If I do my own installations, this glue will last for over 5 days if I'm not mistaken, but it is all in the application. I think you would have seen when I applied the glue, I did a one layer. It wasn't too thick, it wasn't too thin, it was just well enough so that it can dry. Right, so the next step that you need to do is to go back to the areas that did not get the glue. This is very natural because you are working with lace that is cut in zigzag, and I hope you are remembering that lace should always be cut in zigzag and not straight. Right, I have a separate brush for cleaning out the hairline. Your number one priority with your clients, more than being a person that does styled looks and complex looks, is to learn how to lay your lace perfectly. If you look closely at this lace, it does have a little bit of bubbling, and that is because of the wig cap size. But I'm not gonna lie to you, I would prefer a bigger wig than a smaller wig, because you can work with the bigger one to adjust it. If it is small, it's going to be a lot of work, and that installation is not going to last. What I did before actually putting the smelting band was to connect the elastic bands that are within the wig cap. So all of my wigs come with an adjustable elastic band. Now I'm going to just flatten down the wig at the top. I've already applied my wax cream. Apologies for those who would have wanted to see it, but I'll probably have it in the next video, which means you need to subscribe. And before I even go in with the hot comb, I'm flattening the hair with my hair dryer. Notice how quickly I'm moving the hair dryer from her head. It is at maximum heat and maximum power, so I kind of need to maneuver it around quickly because it can burn the client's head. Remember, hot combs and hair dryers, you have to be very careful. And notice with my hot comb as well, I am moving really quickly, but more than anything, the base of the hot comb is on the lace directly. Hence, it is literally flattening the wig as I would love it to flatten the wig. Your lace will always look as good as this if you make sure that you bleach it properly and you customize it. I'm going to be going in with butterfly shadow to reinforce my installation, right? This is an aerosol spray, so if you've got some strands that are also stuck that don't want to move about, just apply a little bit of your aerosol spray. It could be glamour, it could be butterfly shadow, and then use your edges brush and remove those strands backwards so they do not make your installation look untidy. Remember, this is our first melt. We're going to melt this lace twice. I'm not sure if I kept all of the footage from double melting, but I'm just letting you know this is your first melt. Then after this, you are going to clean your installation and do a second melt. Now notice what I'm doing with my comb. I am taking the hair in the direction of the potting. So if it's a middle pot, the hair has to fall onto the sides. Hence, I am using my metal comb and doing the same thing. I didn't immediately put the melting band because number one, the wig fits well. It is of a bigger size and it's not going to give us issues. However, if the wig is small, you have to apply your aerosol spray, which is your butterfly shadow, and immediately apply the melting band so the lace does not shift backwards. Remember, I did say if the wig is big, it's an advantage. If the wig is small, then we have quite a lot of work to do. Now that I'm melting this, I'm going to flatten the top once more with my hot comb just to make sure that this is an ultimately seamless look. And it's now time for us to do trimming at the back. I have a separate method for trimming that I use for 8 inches bobs because I don't want them to be bulky at the back. So I will probably open 3 tracks at the bottom or 4 and trim that length a tad bit shorter than I would the rest of the hair. Why am I doing this? I don't want the bob to flip outward, number one. I don't want the bob to feel bulky. I want her to be able to wear the bob without having to flat iron every single time. Also, this works best for this type of bob because it is above the neckline, so it shouldn't be bothering anybody. Right, if you notice what I'm doing now, I am trimming, but I'm going about an inch below the initial trim line. This is also a good way to trim if you know that you're not going to have the client in front of you. As you can see, I've established the perfect length that we want. At this point, you can even trim using your hand instead of the comb, because there's just a little bit of hair left on the sides for you to trim. I bumped the bob a little because that is what the client had requested, and we have already done our second melt here, and this is exactly how your wig installation is supposed to look if it's properly and neatly done and properly dowel melted. Another thing that I want you to remember is go back with your little comb to take care of the strands that are out of place. Remember, your installation will be set apart by its neatness. So if you don't go back to retouch the strands, your installation is not going to be neat. Now remember, if the strands have already been set with the adhesive sprays, it's okay to put a little bit of more spray in that specific area, or a little bit of rubbing alcohol to clean that area out. And even behind the ears, you also don't want your clients to move around with excess glue behind the ear or strands that are stuck and that are out of place. So you're going to just take a little bit of rubbing alcohol. I use a cotton bud. Sometimes I use an earbud if I just want to attack a specific area. Then your final touches are what's going to set you apart with your installations. As you can see, I'm going back to the middle, using concealer that is a tad bit lighter than her to make sure that her middle part is defined. Make sure that all the flyaways are tamed down by a little bit of wax and holding spray. And that is how we have finished our first installation for the day. Started this at 8 and finished this at 9 o'clock exactly. Okay, so we have an unboxing in between. I finished my 8 o'clock client. 9 o'clock is my friend Babala, so we had a makeup and hair collab at 11. So she was gonna come and do her hair first, but the girl cancelled. So I'll have to slot Babala in somewhere. I have somebody who purchased hair and they didn't make a booking, so they cannot get a slot. I just texted him like my 10 o'clock cancelled. So make sure you are within the area. Number one, make sure that your cornrows are done. So I am going to be giving you guys some products that I'm going to be using, but I'm going to be doing like in segments so that you can remember. I don't want to bombard you guys with one actual video of all the products, but this is one of the supplies that I use. This is T-Notch Beauty. It's T-Notch Beauty. Yeah, it's T-Notch Beauty on Instagram. It's T-Notch Wig Tools. It's T-Notch Wig Tools on Instagram. T-Notch Beauty. If you just search T-Notch, you'll find it. I actually ordered this on the holiday of the, when was it? No, I ordered it on Tuesday before the holiday, and they shipped it over that day, same day. So this time around, I just bought a nano straightener. This is for pixie cuts, and then I added my butterfly shadow from her. It's $3.50. I really love it. If you saw the installation and paid attention to one of the products I was using. For this size, it is absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. And then this is my nano straightener for pixie curls. I'm about to start making pixie wigs. So yeah. Oh, I also added, even forgot about this. I also added this here, metal comb, because I'm a camera so I appuga. And then I added these blonde wig caps. The reason I added blonde wig caps, I made my wig cap, my blonde wig with black wig cap, but I just didn't like how the black was projecting underneath. Also, I have, this is my nano straightener. Let me just show you what it looks like. So it's the really small one. And thank God it is a South African plug point, because this annoys me at times. You just get the US one, you have to keep connecting it. It's this one here. So this is my little Waybill setup, printer, Mac. I've got my courier bags on the floor from the courier guy. And so what essentially I do, I've got like a file. I've got a file that has packing slips. And those packing slips are items that I haven't made or I haven't processed and items that haven't gone anywhere. So if you remember from yesterday's orders, it is quite full. Not really. I don't ever want it to have more than 10, which means I have to fulfill more than 10 orders. So what I do is I will print out your packing slip. I will also then print out your waybill from the courier guy because I log everything online. Yo, la engisebenzela khona enye inkinga enkulu ukuthi khona ama supercars la. Ama boyfriend and ama Porsche, ama Ferrari, ama Lamborghini, they like using this route. So I know I'm gonna have a couple of challenges recording, especially on Saturdays. So the reason why I enjoy it when somebody cancels on me on a busy day is because then I can sit down, correlate my orders, print everything, give it to my assistant so that she knows which wig is going to wear and pack it appropriately. And by 2 o'clock, our courier has to pick up 2 to 3. He has to come and pick up the units from us. So we don't go to the courier comes to us. That's why we want a very, very efficient service. All right, this is our second client for the day because our 9 a.m. was late. I have to squeeze it in later. And our 10 a.m. cancelled. That is the one who was supposed to do hair and makeup. So Sto is doing a basic installation, which is very, very similar to what I was showing you in the first client's video. But here you can just see more clearly how I apply my glue. I don't hair dry my glue. Something that I wanted to also let you guys know. I don't hair dry the glue. I just apply it. And then, so I flew through to Sto's installation because obviously I didn't have the time. And in the morning I had more energy to record. In fact, this thing of recording clients is going to take a bit of a toll on me because I know some ladies would not want to be filmed. Some would be absolutely okay with being filmed. We were done with Sto's installation. Here, she also just did a basic with no baby hairs. If you know me, you know that I do not like edges. 1531. If you ask me nicely, I have for you. This was my to frame, so it's going to be a big, it's just face framing, not too many harsh layers. I've managed to pack about 6-7 puzzles. I know the career guys is going to call me just now. I'm running a backlog on 3. One of the ladies that made an order cancelled delivery and asked somebody to pick up for her. So she just called me, I'm outside, I'm here to pick up. And I have to explain that, listen, the hair isn't ready. Usually by virtue with the career guy, I make sure that the hair is ready by end. So that's a bit frustrating for me today, but we are moving nicely. One cancellation, one late client,
also,
but we
that
won.
made me really happy was that after 10 days,
Unexpected customization also.
as a
It
gap.
happens, but
The
then you
moment
charge
I
for
had
it. And then yeah, I'm just gonna finish up this one. It's already flat ironed. I'm gonna put it on for you guys so you can see our quality is top. Oh, I wish you guys would see how cute these soft bangs are against something like white. But yeah, this needs to go down. Career guys called me client. Last client of the day. Like it. But at least you got the edges you want. Please go and fix your makeup. This was so much better than the first one we did.
I like these edges.
I want to zoom in
You're
on
gonna
it.
stay till tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Zoom in on the edges, show me.
Wait.
I don't mind. They look like my hair.
Now fix your makeup
And then
and then copy grids. Oh, what happened,
impact and I'm on pack.
Zombie coming.
Oh, what's up, more?
Damn.
Ulo bang ay naman siya?
You lie. No, oi, Bob. Yes, this is our new bombshell. This is our marker unit. This one that's 3 to 50 but on a discount code. I thought I was done with my day, but evidently, sir, I'm not. I have one more person. This is Livia from back home, so she ordered a 30-inch unit and she's installing after work today at 6. Now, and it's 19:25. I'm invited to go to the oyster box. My husband and my uncle and their friend invited me. I don't know what to wear. I haven't worn this wig since I got it. I got it like a couple of months ago. It was a sample from my supplier that I wanted to try out, but then I realized that the closure and the hair doesn't really match anymore. Then there's this blonde, but the blonde will need a lot of installing, so I think I am going to go with this one here. However, I want to set it on the mannequin because I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood to do this on camera. I can start flat ironing my hair. I feel like it, but I don't feel like it. Going to be using the, okay, so to get me ready, I've decided I'm going to go out. I'm going to just lay this down with some butterfly shadow. This is a 10-minute get ready with me tutorial. It's not a tutorial, I'm just showing you how I'm doing it. I've got the flat iron perfector straightening mist from Garnier Products and Style. I got this from Z Beauty, I think. Z Beauty or Tinoch, one of the two, but they sell similar products. And obviously the butterfly shadow that I got earlier, my previous one is actually finished now, so that's why I got a new one. Melting band and comb, right? I'm just gonna do a flat look. I'm going to be using this as my blasting freezing spray so that this lace is laid. It did shed a little if you look closely. That's why I ended up not going with the supply. I didn't like the quality of the closures. Also remember, I did mention that the strawberry blonde here is a bit different than the strawberry blonde here. I don't know whether if I put that next to each other you can see. But yeah, let's just do this. So this lovely lady gave me a compliment today. In fact, she complimented my business model from the day she booked with me. So she just sent me a message, right? So she just sent me a message and was like, hey, do you have a slot for Saturday, Friday, 4 o'clock, yada, yada. And I hadn't responded yet. So my welcome message automatically sends you a hi. Thank you for contacting Slayed Beaute. For bookings, please click on the website. And then you just go there and you book your own slots. When you book, my Goldie app automatically sends you a link to pay your booking fee. I don't do, what is this shit called? I don't take deposits anymore. I take full payment for your appointment. That way you get to honor the appointment and I get to respect the fact that you booked an appointment. So she was like, oh my goodness, thank you so much for having such an efficient system. Because sometimes you contact service providers in the beauty space and you realize that they're not going to respond to you, so you're not going to have a booking until they respond to you. And in my head, I'm thinking, you know what? I realize my problem, which is not being able to take phone calls. Not that I'm unable to take phone calls. I don't like phone calls. I feel like they are confrontational and aggressive. Don't ask me why, but I just do not like phone calls. Because next thing you're asking me, can I book tomorrow for 8? Guys, no 8 or 8 now. So then I remembered that this is not the first person that said this to me. I had another lady also from Johannesburg. She even asked me, like, what's the name of the app that you use? I found the app through this other ex-colleague of mine, Babalwa. She used to use Goldie. And I was like, I was using Booksy at that time. So I felt like Booksy would find me people that are not in my area, like tourists, obviously, that would want to book me. But the whole user interface and the fact that if I wanted to enable payments, I have to speak to an agent that's gonna have a meeting with me on Zoom. Why is there so much red tape? So that's why I stopped using Booksy. And Booksy, in hindsight, Booksy was expensive because it was 500 Rand for the basic plan. And on Goldie, I am paying roughly, I'm paying 899 for the premium. I think I'm paying 899 for Premium Pro Plus. So that's where I get automated messages. I can change the look and feel of my website. I can adjust and pick certain themes if I want to. So I wanted a theme that will correlate with my actual hair website. So I wanted something very girly, very feminine, something easy on the eye. And it has marketing. I think it's also got unlimited SMS if I'm not mistaken. That's why I ended up using Goldie Go Pro Plus, which is 899. I think at the end of the year, I'm going to just take the yearly plan of, I think it's 5,000 Rand or something, because I am still going to be a hairstylist even next year. So I think end of the year, I'm going to take that plan. Oh, my hair is coming along nicely, even though I don't like the supplier. Well, not the supplier, the strawberry blonde, but the hair is really giving. I feel like if you want to tap into a market that believes in paying for convenience, it's a good idea as a hairstylist to have a bookings app, or some booking mechanism that is going to be very efficient, that is going to take somebody less than 10 minutes to find a slot with you. I don't like beauty spaces that don't have a booking system that is integrated. The convenience of self-booking, guys, if only people knew. See, like how when we go for massages, you go there and you book yourself. Imagine if they have to answer 100 calls of people saying, can I book a massage at 9 tomorrow? Oh, wait, let me check my diary. Yo, we are not in 2005, guys. We're in 2025. Fourth Industrial Revolution, please. I'm going to incorporate AI into my WhatsApp chatbot. I've already done my research. There is a WhatsApp chatbot. So by the time you actually speak to a human being is after you've exhausted all other options.
Okay, so I've done that off camera and I'm conflicted a bit. I feel like I want to trim this excess lace because obviously the hair's been shedding. However, what if I just wait and ventilate it one of the days? I don't know. But I like this strawberry blonde and how it looks on my face. Let me adjust this lighting. I think you guys can see now what I'm talking about. Just gonna leave it like this, but let me just powder down the lace a little bit so it can disappear. So I think I'm just gonna end up wearing it completely glueless. Nah, I'd never. Perfect. Obviously that little bump on the side gives it some volume. Okay, so I think I'm ready to go. I finished at 20 to 8. I started work at 8. Not every day is like this. Not every day has such a good cash up. I did say I'm gonna go through the whole pricing with you guys, how I price my work and what I would make on a good day. So we can do that now. Right, so I'm just going through my bookings app, right? There it is. Remember I showed you guys this morning and then somebody cancelled here. She hadn't paid a deposit, luckily. I sometimes don't pay attention to people that haven't paid a deposit because I'm like, you can still cancel me. I'm not going to owe you anything. So my first one was Lundega. It was a basic install. It was 500. Second one was Babala, a makeup artist. She also had an install. It was 500. The third one, obviously, it was 1.1 because it was makeup and installation, of which I split that with the Babala halfies, but that cancels out, so she is excluded. And then there was this tour at 11 o'clock, 500 basic install, 12 videos Asanda. She did a frontal ponytail and styling. She had booked for that, but she ended up doing a frontal ponytail and customization, so her whole bill ended up being 900. Then there was Nolitando, which was installation and styling. She did a half up, half down, and that was 650. Plus she bought a melting band and a spray bottle, so she added $100 to that. Then at 4 o'clock it was Nomvelo. She was doing installing and styling as well. She did a half up, half down. That was curled at the top. That was 650. And then it was Lindela. Lindela purchased hair for 5,400 and paid for an installation, which was 500. So we're looking at 6,000 Rand roughly from her. So this is just basically a rough estimate of how much you can make on a good day if you're in a good location, if you've got a good customer base. And by good customer base, I mean like you are getting active interaction in terms of your bookings on your WhatsApp or on your bookings app, right? So tomorrow I'm also half booked already, half day. I closed off the day because I feel like I want to rest. I've got a 7 o'clock in the morning. So when I feel like I really, really want to work, I do open 7 o'clock in the morning in terms of apps and close off late. But I've got a 7 o'clock, I've got an 8, I've got a 9, and all three back to back are basic installations. Then I've got a gap at 10, and then I have 11 o'clock, which I'm going to finish at 12. So tomorrow is just all basic installs. After that, I'm not working. Sunday, I am off. Sunday, I'm off. So this is how my day is ending. I am going out to have dinner at the Oyster Box with some friends and my husband.